trust
I know eavesdrop.
Yet I don't recall asking for a...
Wolverine!
I heard you might be about. How the devil did you get stuck here?
I'm not...
Why would you do it?
Unfortunately for me, you're...
But you didn't rescue...
It's you.
You don't belong here, Barkus.
But... Wolverine...
I said go home! Say that again.
Let's not be uncivilized. Wolverine, perhaps we can talk more later.
Sure. Now...
Well... Thank you. Don't judge him too harshly. He's been through a lot. Nonsense. Wolverine can be a little sharp, but... So, well... Perhaps Wolverine is right. Oh, that's all right. I'm a patient.
You're here! You're all right! How?
We're two tiefling queens, remember? I did have...
How did you do it? Well...
You should have seen her. She was
I never thought... Thank you.
Your Iron Hand knows. Act like it.
Why are you smiling at me?
We're with you. I'm just glad you're safe.
the pride of the gate.
Attention!
Can I get you anything? A drink? A bite to eat?
Althera, I'm all right.
I know. Sorry.
Like its will be done.
My faith will guide me.
Fine. We'll rest here for a while.
Anything
Then we leave.
happen while I was away?
Too much. I can't wait for things to just be quiet.
It'll be quiet in the city. We'll have a little house, maybe a garden.
That sounds perfect.
Oh, I could go for a good meal.
A hero at heart.
How about you? You all right?
Me? I'm fine.
Let's get on with it.
I sold a pair of boots to that traitor. Can't believe it. Take care now.
Count your lucky stars.
Sharp as ever.
See if there's anything you need. We don't know when the next blow might land. Take care now.
Gear up and head out. All this standing around is making me antsy.
Got to have a plan first. Got to trust your hero to come up with one.
I don't.
Nowhere's safe. If you need something sharp, I have a few things left. I'll be here if you need anything.
Defender of the people.
Assume nothing.
I wish we'd gear up and head out. All this standing around is making me antsy.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Plan first. Got to trust your hero to come up with one.
Can't sleep, so I might as well hammer. Need anything? I'll be here if you need.
This place gives me the creeps.
Seen alleyways in Baldurs Gate that are plenty.
party is gathered. You are ready, or so you hope. Never before have you found yourself so close to Lady Shah's embrace. The fulfillment of her command is so close now. You must allow nothing to stop you.
I feel light. Almost like I could float away if I cared to. Just a little bit farther. See my actions, Lady Shah. Hear my words of faith.
Listen to her.
Blessed Night Singer, witness my adoration. My heart of falsehoods. I have vanquished your foes.
Descend to
There. I have to keep going. Lady Shah's will shall be done, as sure as night will fall. Lady Shah's will shall be done, as sure as night will fall.
I have felt you coming, Sharon. The first in a century. You, who have come to find the wicked favor of your goddess. Go on. Show me your dagger, your sword, your knife.
My spear, child. Pierce her heart and become my sword hand. My dark justiciar.
Well, well, well. What's that I sense? A spear intended for my heart? Empowered by your goddess, I. Empowered to kill the child of a god. There is much your mistress does not tell you. My death will come at a terrible price. One that you will not grasp until it is too late. Do you know what I am, little assassin? For I know you. A lost child, frightened by wolves in the dark. Much has been promised to you, hasn't it? But what has been taken from you? What do you know of your own heart? Your own life? I sense more in you than you know.
Why? Do not listen, Shadowheart. She seeks to distract, to confuse, to prolong her ugly existence and deny you your destiny. Shut out her words.
Shah speaks now, doesn't she? dribbles the poison of oblivion in the shell of your ear. I do not hear her words, but I sense her rage. You must do more than spare me. You must free me. Cleric Thorm, once a servant of your goddess, now a faithless wretch, has used me to make himself immortal for 100 years. Free me. Lay a hand upon me in friendship. I will end him. And I will lay your path at your feet. Then you must walk it.
Enough! Close your hearts to her craven words. Strike! Strike and rise!
There. I feel her again. Why does she fear truth more than I fear death? Your past is not yet lost. Your future is not yet fixed. Lay a hand on me in friendship, not quite Sharon. And I will fight the battle that has been waiting for me this last century. Then, oh then, we will have much to discuss. Lady of Silver, hear me. She who guides the Moon Maiden's sleep, mother of the so-called Night Song. The Night Song is no more! You have given me a great gift, little warrior. Don't you find it oh so curious that you would spurn your dark lady? Perhaps you feel a stirring of the truth already. But that will come later. There is a battle yet to be fought. You have done what we feared was impossible. You have released me from a century of sorrow. Your power is great. So too must be your weapon. You must choose what you will wield. And the Moon Maiden will provide. Thus I have said. Thus will it be so. Are you ready? To kill Cleric Thorm.
A shudder of fear runs through you. Lady Shah asked you to prove yourself, and you failed. Yet no pain, no recrimination, only silence. And somehow this strikes you as worse. It is time to leave this place and see what chaos you have unleashed upon Moonrise Towers.
rejected your duty. You spurned my embrace. Ungrateful child. You could have wielded my spear, carried my voice. Instead, you are nothing, and I will leave you with nothing. All of my children will know you for what you are. You are marked. Now leave, outcast. You are not welcome here.
Lady, forgive me.
Glad to have you back, Shadowheart. What's been keeping you?
Cleric thorn shown in Selûnite armor. What's that? He was at the House of Healing. To what end? Let's see.
Another parasite. Collect it. It might be useful.
Once more to save Baldur's Gate. Unshackled from shadows, she will rise in moonlit glory and carve a path of brightness to the accursed one's second death. So saith the wise Alondo. That beacon of angelic wrath has taken the fight to Cleric on the rooftop, and the first line of defense are dead. But storming the tower won't be easy, and if we wait too long, Cleric will gather his strength and retaliate. For now, though, he's on the back foot for the first time since he returned from the grave. This is it. The spearhead moment. You brought us this far. So how shall we proceed? A sound strategy. Once it's done, me and my harpers will hold the ground floor while you hunt down the general himself. Floric left some of her flaming fist. They'll scout the prisons and the barracks below to ensure we're not taken by surprise. Say the word, and we're off. At the ready, harpers! In this light, there will be victory. In this light, we will avenge the fallen! The time has come. Cleric will taste of death at last. Taste of your flesh, Cleric. And so 7 century old school. Shadow to shadow. Soon a final reckoning.
You freed the Night Song. Fascinating to see someone so favored squander the regard of the Absolute. How very sad.
Heading there.
Fun at last.
On the move.
A vital boost. Small blood. Close ranks.
No holding back. No time to waste. A bright idea.
Strip your bones clean!
Idiot!
Come at me! Come on then!
Favors the fearless.
to strike.
Heating up.
This is my time. No time to waste.
Got to press on. There's a parasite in that corpse, brimming with potent magic.
Not until we've put Cleric down.
Now's not a good time. My hands are full.
Patrol this floor, Harper. Watch the doors and watch the windows.
Let's see what we have here.
As long as we hold this floor, the tower is ours. I'll stay here. Ensure no one comes up or down without a scimitar welcome. You're close now. Your final audience with Cleric Thorm awaits. Ha! Keen eye. I suppose I could be, but fair enough. The time... Forward.
Let's cook with fire, baby.
Aye, aye.
Battle favors the fearless. 2 steps at a time.
Got to concentrate. On I go.
What have you done? What have you done to me? How dare you interfere? You are like the digits of a hand. It is for you to act, not to decide. You serve the Absolute. You serve me. Bow, you dog. Bow! The prism. You've had it all this time, you worm. You will bow before me. And if you will not bow, you will break.
How good it is to see you again, Cleric. At last you found a godmaster that suits you, it seems.
Halen, the thief. You stole Isabel from me, and now you think you'll take my life in the bargain?
You dare to speak her name? After your crimes innumerable, you would evoke her before me!
Enough! This ends here and now. At last.
He will crumble at the power of your touch. Give him all you have. The gods fight at our side!
Count on me. No better moment.
Simple enough.
Well, look what we... Consider my hackles raised. Only the worms have use for you.
I'm ready.
This is the easy part. Into position.
Enough. You must return to your prison, and my daughter must be reclaimed.
Your daughter? Isabel.
You will fall as sure as she. This has only begun.
That tentacle was colossal. How can such a thing be possible?
We're not finished here. Not until Som's dead for good.
Battle has taken its toll. I should rest.
Well, well, well.
Eager for battle.
Soldier.
I'm ready.
The General will call that a tactical retreat, I'm sure. But you have him on the run. That thing he summoned was illithid. Follow it below and find him, before he has a chance to subdue the Night Song again. Better they stay here, and hold the tower should Ketheric's army catch wind of our assault. But if you have room for one lone soldier, I would face Ketheric by your side. If our luck holds, they won't need to. If it doesn't, well, they are Harpers. Being outnumbered is part of the job. But the sooner we reach Ketheric and rob his army of their reason to fight, the better. As you wish. Good hunting.
Don't say a word. Just listen. A parasite grips my mind. My own people hunt me. But I am gnawed by an even greater torment. You. My thoughts are hallowed ground. Yet you've crawled your way in. Uninvited. I'm obsessed by the ground under your feet. And the wind over your head. I see your face just before I sleep and after I wake. I ask myself, are you worthy? Shakfo Nashdu. There is only one way for you to prove it. A fine sentiment. But I require more. We fight. I test you in battle. Dance with me. Bleed with me. Bruise me so that you might possess me. Go on. Best me.
Best me. Prove your
Keep it. Give me all you've got.
Let's finish this.
See the best. Incredible. I should be humiliated. I should know the shame of defeat. I am Lae'zel. But you are just still. You were stronger. I was steel. And you were silver. You are mine. Say the words. Show me. Jacques Vonage, source of my bruises.
The hole yawns back at you, impossibly wide. A single tentacle burrowed through stone.
This is an Illithid colony. This must be where they harvest the tadpoles. We're close to the source of the infections.
I wager that devil I meant to rescue somewhere near.
Tread carefully. We are very close to the source of the Absolute now. That telepathic storm has become a tempest.
Smells like blood and tears. This place saw a lot of suffering.
No will sparks behind his eyes. His mind has been hollowed out to better echo the commands of the collective.
A cake thrall.
You could kill it, end its miserable life. You could take advantage of its vulnerability and plunder what's left of its hollow mind for anything that could serve you.
Mark down. Deep. 1 of 3. 1 of nursery. Here. They become part of one mind.
With a lurch, you realize he means the intellect devourers.
But there is one little same song. As you locked up. Bad kitty. Chop, chop. Help them. Yes. Yes. Please. Heavy meat. Not for long. Time for chop.
My name's known.
Death. At last. No more chop. Chop. Chop.
Talk to me.
Alright, Karlak. It's go time. Cry about it.
We are free! Thank you, friend. But perils remain. We will remain with you. Call us.
Prepare the march. My chosen gather below. Discern, faithful. We depart.
Under their noses.
Two steps at a time.
Let's end this. Heading there.
blade will not bend.
What should I do?
It has it. Watch this.
No holding back.
Need to act fast.
Down.
The console bursts into life. It is incomplete.
Ma ba Welcome back, Master.
Unlocked. I hope that was worth the effort.
Your tadpole echo. That lost bloom. And just as suddenly...
The Grand Design.
The Grand Design. The restoration of the Mind Flayer Empire. The dream of all Illithids.
Hurry now. The city calls out for salvation. The chosen are my heart, and you my many burdens.
Mind Flayers and civilians, side by side. This must be where they infect and transform those they kidnap.
Your tadpole forms at every Mind Flayer, but there are others in the pods. Those not yet infected, not yet Illithid. The device is open to...
Ghaik machinery. Cold as the sea of night. Alien as...
Mate.
On the victor's path.
Fury, I am death.
Enough! My mind is my own!
Eliminate.
Zevlor.
Watching gods. The blade...
I paid the price of
and shouldered the cost to spare someone else a worse fate, I'd wager. Oh, the others. The ambush. Tell me they survived? You've heard some of it, I'm sure. We were ambushed by cultists, yes. And then I heard... her. Their false god. I would be a paladin again. With a god's purpose, a god's power. Everything I needed to protect my people. And all the while, the cult tortured them. They fought and ran. By the time I regained my senses, it was too late. I did not just surrender to the Absolute. For a moment, I welcomed it. I fell short of that mark in Avernus. And even so, it was not so. I won't make excuses. I can't. Finish what you...
Awake and alert.
Brine pools.
A
But
cambion.
empty of tadpoles.
The absolute...
Unusual. Harvesting all the larvae indicates they are getting ready.
Mazora, you're Zariel's asset.
My dumb little stinker. Took you long enough. Now, by Grazit...
I'll do it.
Yeah.
The controls are open to your tadpole's command, to your authority. The symbol's meaning comes into focus, and now you recognize the marking from the nautiloid, an illithid symbol meaning unleash.
You did all right, Will.
You're free, Mazora.
Clause Z, Section 13. If the Soulbinder consents to separation, she will release the Soulbearer from all obligation within 6 months.
6 months? Gods damn you!
Ignorant thing. It's always the terms and conditions that get you. Well, I imagine you have business in Moonrise to take... Don't you fret. Oh, and go ahead. Tell your chums how we met. It's a real cracker of a tale. Ta-ta.
Zariel's asset was none other than Mazora herself. Of course. Tricks on top of tricks on top of tricks. But I've only got 6 months before I'm made a free man. Thanks be to the Triad. No, scratch that. Thanks be to you. First, we killed Cleric Thorn. Anything more we should discuss?
General Thorm was attacked. The order to evacuate given. You should not be here. I conclude you are one of the attackers.
Right, better get to it.
Fuck yes. Eat it.
Descend, assemble. Liberate!
A whole fleet of nautiloids. Enough for an army of true souls. Not much point when the platform's already here. Anyone else feel like that tadpole is set to burst?
It senses something, doesn't it? I'll keep my guard up.
Descend, assemble. Obey. Evacuate.
No longer a background murmur. The presence in your mind builds to a roar.
We've found it. The Absolute is behind this door.
You said it was under control.
It isn't you I answer to, Gortash.
Motherfucker! Gortash!
Oh, the general voice. Is this where we salute?
Salute, yes. With cleavers through his blood-starved flesh. How it crawls with failure. Like flies on lick-wet carrion.
You forget yourself, Orin. I have played my part.
You've built an army for our masters, true enough. But what of the astral prison? A rogue true soul flaunting it under your nose all this time. And you ran from her.
Sure that they would follow and deliver it into my hands here. If you would cease these distractions.
The distractions have been yours, Cleric. Perhaps we never should have dug your daughter up. So you haven't lost your edge. But you're still not as sharp as Orin, I wager. The Slayer against the Undying One. That'd be fun to see.
His crypt breath sings to my sinews again. But he must lead the murder march to Baldur's grave.
If the weapon is truly in your grasp, Cleric, might I suggest closing your fist? Orin and I can wait for you no longer. The plan proceeds. We're going to the city, and we expect you to follow. Army and the weapon in tow.
The Edict of Bane.
The lash of Baal!
The Testament of Merkel!
An elder brain. One of the cruelest and most powerful creatures in existence. Enslaved by mere mortals.
There we are. It wouldn't do to fight in front of our guest.
You wag your...
Shit, no! Father!
Now, it's really... We will empty this place and begin the march. And Cleric, and I am the hero who will save it.
It is time.
There you are, as predicted. What is it, I wonder, that draws... You could have run away. Absconded with the prism. The one? But the lure of one's death. Perhaps you hope to learn your place in history before you are erased from it. A bright flash of clarity before the snuffing out. Impossible. That is the power my Lord Merkel has granted. But he did not only give me power, he gave my daughter's life. For that, he asked that I serve as his chosen. I have fought great wars before. In the service, you are all that stands between me and I will kill you now. And then I will raise you as my servant. Yes. Join the army of the dead.
Can't get at him as long as the night song's caged.
Incoming.
Forever dauntless. Coming through.
attack, soldiers! Focus your attack, soldiers!
Favors the fearless. Fleet of foot.
Can't give up.
Moving. Swift and lethal.
finding my way.
Focus. Moving.
I am yours!
The Triad help us.
To match your soul.
One life to my life. Sustain me, Death cannot take me. I am its master. My lord, hear me. Nothing. I am forsaken. You have no idea what you've done. Isabel.
Now, we pick our way toward our fates, unleashed. You have my sword, my fealty. Do what you must. Then we fly this foul place.
Health. I could sleep for 10 days after that.
Ketheric's netherstone. It's in his armor. Take it.
We fly at your word.
In death, the body is cooling, but energy radiates from the stone.
Remarkable. Truly. And now the picture comes together. The Absolute is neither god nor man. It is the Elder Brain you saw, held here by those three against its will. The crown it wears controls it, and these stones control the crown. It has been dominated. To master an Elder Brain, to subdue it. Our enemies are formidable. A temporary reprieve, but a welcome one. With a brain on its way to the city, its influence here is weakened. The crown's markings suggest it was forged in Netheril, an ancient empire whose mastery over magic rivaled that of the gods. It is a crown of domination. The stones were taken from its crest. They are nether stones, imbued with the ability to control the wearer of the crown. The crown's Netherese magic must be the true source of the parasite's abilities. This must be what elevates their potential. And it must be the reason nobody could heal you. If the crown can do this to the parasite, I dare not imagine what it is doing to the brain. I believe you fought and defeated an avatar of Merkel, the god of necromancy. A remarkable feat. Cleric was Merkel's chosen. I know Lord Enver Gortash, an arms dealer and a slaver. He is a worshipper of Bane, the god of tyranny. The other is a mystery to me, but the way she spoke, it is most likely she follows Baal, god of murder. Which means the Absolute is a front for the gods of death, and our enemies are chosen of the dead three. Bane, Baal, and Merkel. The tyrant, the assassin, and the necromancer. They are known to pick from their most devout followers a chosen, granting them incredible powers. Each one alone would be a formidable enemy. But working together and controlling an elder brain, I dare not imagine what they might achieve. Hope is a luxury for those who have a choice. This is the battle of our lives, and the lives of everyone in Faerun. The army of the Absolute is marching on Baldur's Gate. Within the city, an elder brain, brimming with power, ready to turn everyone within its reach into mind flayers. All it needs is an order. An order the Death God's chosen are on the cusp of giving. We must wrest control of the brain from the chosen before that happens. We must take their stones. Our chances of success are slim, but we must not fail. If we fail, everything ends. I will be your shield, but you must be the sword. And when the chance comes to strike, you must take it, for there may only be one chance.
Thinking.
You saw Gortash, didn't you? What the fuck was he doing down there? Is all of this because of him? The tadpole, the Absolute. How? I'd never have protected a Bay Knight even a decade ago. I looked after that fucker with my life. I trusted him. He gave me away to Zariel without a second thought. And now he's looking to ruin the entire Sword Coast! He has to die! And I'm gonna be the one who kills him! Can't get away with what he's done. To me. To us. He won't get away with it.
It's like your mind wants you dead. How'd you survive it? Nathaniel. I had to look after him. Without him, I wouldn't have lasted long.
Gods be damned. With that parasite in his... Should Baldur's Gate fall to the... We're not just fighting for our cure. We're fighting for my father. We're fighting... Worm's Rock Fortress. It serves as head... The Absolute's army's on the march. Orin? A bit... I don't remember much beyond that. Yes, but first a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it? As would I. I was 17. That's when the cult...
The cult of the dragon, a fractured religion. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill. The Queen of Chaos awakens. go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened. In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. The first of Tiamat's 5 heads. As the maelstrom howls, Mizora's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city. I don't know that it was brave. The moment I agreed, I burned. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flame. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed. She didn't.
She never stops.
Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie. It is. Mizora replaced it with... I could flee to the spine of the world. He returned to an unsuspecting city and I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I led him to the battlefield. I showed him my stone eye. But after, he said only 1 word. I understand. No, he did the oath, and Grand Duke Ravengard suffered. The better question is, did he ever...
Thou hast angered thy goddess, yet spared the child. The dead three stand. There are dead. Do illithids possess souls? No. Nor can... Yet, the three amass an illithid army, void, a flock without souls, yet to what end? Until such time, be availed of my services. Seek the daughter of Saluna, whose blood thou left unspilled. There are truths yet to be spoken. No. Where matters of balance are concerned,
Aelin! Isabel! My love. You were dead. I saw your body. I'm here. And so are you. And my father, he can't hurt us any longer. I dreamt every night that you'd come back to me. But somehow it was all a nightmare Dawn would undo.
I had no dreams at all. Nothing but darkness. And when I woke, my father said you were dead.
His soul was poisoned by the god of death. His sick devotion ruined him. But for all his sins, he brought you back to me. Are you all right?
I will be. And you?
In this moment, I want for nothing.
Ah, there you are. This is Aelin. Aelin, this is...
This so-called Sharon is known to me.
I have more to thank you for than I knew. And I am. And I'm glad he's dead. But this is...
I gave my word, and I will keep it. Now, you will leave us. We must take succor in one another's bodies and words.
Aelin!
What was it like in there? In the curse? More horrible than you can imagine. Try me. Thanks for watching out for me. You lot could have tossed me back in the shadows.
You're one of us. No fist left behind.
I'm glad that's still the case.
We'll need food, medicine, some bedrolls if we're feeling luxurious.
It's... like your mind.
Ah, that put the wind back in my sails.
I swear, I can't say for certain, but we'll see it come to...
The heart of you did well. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You have the makings, Halsin's strength, but if we are to succeed, we will need others. Good. Baldur's Gate may seek on its street together.
The road to Baldur's Gate awaits us, west of town. Let's try to outpace the Absolute's armies.
The brewman's popped, the floor.
We leave this place better than we found it. Well done.
The Absolute's legions. They're gone. And I doubt they've disbanded peacefully.
It is time we spoke about your heritage. There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of you that did not fit their plan. They made you forget. Shah's embrace is something that was forced upon you. It is not your true nature. Until you weren't. Do you think it was but a brief lapse? A moment of madness? No. I think you finally listened to your heart. When you freed me from the Shadowfell, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain, his inflicted on me. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to two others someplace distant. Let me help you remember, so there will be no doubt.
A memory appears at the forefront of your mind. Remember that it is a common rite among Luna's followers to send their children off into the woods to find their way home. Perhaps this time it had gone awry.
You already know who he is. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood? He is your father. And he lives still, as does your mother. I felt them, bound to you. They were seized by Shah's followers, same as you. Only you were to be remolded for their purposes, while your parents... I sense they have suffered greatly in the years since. But now the veil has been parted. You know what must be done, I trust. You will have to face your abductors in their very lair, in Baldur's Gate. You may have once thought of them as comrades, mentors, friends, even lovers. But they will all be enemies now. There is one more way in which I can help you. You have been forewarned, and now you shall be forearmed. You will remember this spear, no doubt. It was to be the instrument of my death. Now, it will become a parting gift in exchange for my life. Shar is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. I think you know that well enough. I felt the spear call to me as I took flight. Whatever Shar calls her own, Selûne has equal claim to. They are one and the same. Their power is matched and mirrored. Take it. You will need it. But what you do with it, that will be up to you. Same as before. Forget her. She was forged by lies. Be guided only by who you have become. I have kept my word. My guidance in exchange for my freedom. Your mind is a deep, dark wood. There are dead ends, shadowy corners, lurking threats. I was lucky to be able to glean as much as I did. Besides, there are more hardships ahead. Knowing too much may cause you to despair, while a little ignorance may shield you. One last thing. Your parents have been in the hands of Shah's followers for some 40 years. It must take tremendous will for mortals to hold out that long. See that their sacrifices are not in vain. Allow the Moon Maiden to guide you at last.
She speaks pure heresy. Or so you would have once thought. But you can deny it no longer. A new presence empowers you. You felt it ever since the shadow fell. Selûne. Pain surges from the wound on your hand. But no memory comes with it. No lesson. Just agony.
Shah toys with you still. What a spiteful creature she is. This will not stop until you take action.
Take action, yes. But freeing your parents will take time. Perhaps there is something more immediate you can do. Something symbolic to put Shah behind you for good. A long, sleepless night awaits. But come dawn, you will have reclaimed a little piece of yourself. The curse has been lifted. The land's cleansed of the shadows. Kethric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this at least, you have triumphed.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the Flaming Fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping. Yes, sir. No, sir. Rip and cut your throat, sir.
Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the Prism Bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
I itch to peel you, to split your skin, to see your skull shine in the light. Little tyrant. Lucky for you, I harvested a whole family of living flesh in Rivington at high sun. They will sate my blade thirst tonight. Oh, but tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, my blades will thirst again.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
The Absolute should be a thing of the past, and I with it. Yet, at the risk of angering Mystra further, I'm glad it didn't come to that, given what has come to light. Indeed. Under other circumstances, the Elder Brain. But more Netherese. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely that crown sits on a gargantuan Elder Brain, then we need to learn more about what we saw. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep. Sorcerous Sundries. And book shopping, their collection of rare tomes is You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water...
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the astral prison and the mysterious visitor inside of it. With her help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you. Lady Shah sent you on this mission. Did she know that this is where it would lead? And when you complete it, will you liberate the true souls from their parasites and their religious delusions? Your blood swims. You will not have long, but sleep is not for you.
I've got it.
Die, you lifted harborer! Tadpole scum! That's a cat!
Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
On the victor's path. Coming through.
Need to stay focused. Better give this a try.
Something's about to blow. Got it.
It's not over. Come to the skull. Hurry! I can't hold them back alone. It's not over. Come to the skull.
Flayer.
The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one. Help me. You saved a child from a viper. Back in the Druid's Grove, you saved the Asuna Night Soul from her soul cage. You let me live last time we were here, though it brought Blackheath's wrath upon you. I told you about my room in the Elsong Tavern, that night when you helped me. I was vulnerable. You comforted me. Your continued existence. Now, help me. The god destroyed.
Aid an illicit against.
Your blind loyalty will be your undoing, lady. Great Zone. Fight with me, together. Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer, yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
It's obscene to owe my life to a damned geich. No more lies, no more tricks. I will have answers!
You may call me the Emperor. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I... For years, I served the Elder Brain. The one you know. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them. Rarely missed. And I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stilmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield. The largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to... My needs were sated. I was happy. He tore me from my home. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. Indeed, I shall look forward to sharing his downfall, rather than potential future allies. We fought to tame Prince
Orpheus, Impossible! He was slain by Jastil Kithrak himself.
Quite. His power has been the source of your continued It is the same power that enabled Orpheus' mother. When Orpheus' mother left, the usurper took her place. Blackith, bound by they were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if I am relieved, alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control. Most certainly some Githyanki still reveal.
I don't understand. The histories claim...
Your histories are fabrications. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war. Blackith will be finished. A very good question. That Orpheus lives at all is ruinous to Blackith. That Gortash and the Chosen found out about it, but it was important enough to... The moment I found it, I felt it change. And found, I realized what the prison was for. While my body was within the prison's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You. That would be a terror. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him. And in so doing, he would doom us both.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion. A pulsing hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth. To him, you are just another wretched illithid.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already a illithid. A sworn enemy, just like me. I appreciate that my original body was destroyed when I transformed. When I first escaped the Elder Brain, I realized that returning to my former self would only impose any advantage I could gain by restoring my original appearance. I already had to hand in the form of magic. As an illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You, too, should embrace this change. Like it or not, our chances of defeating the... I've been studying you for a while now. I believe you have seen what I can do. If you let me, I can... You will be able to do things you never... There will be physical alterations, of course. But only and you will soon see that the benefits outweigh any perceived loss. The answer is twofold. 1, 2. Why would I? You have done well at the limit. So, do you wish to evolve?
Whatever.
You continue to surprise me. Your mind is truly something special. Now, hold out your hand. It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another. A tadpole, nurtured by the psionic energy of the astral plane, cocooned here for millennia. It has become extraordinary.
The tadpole screams for growth with painful intent. If you let it will evolve you, just as the Emperor said. A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
You are exquisite. When your allies see what you can do, but we mustn't. You heard that. We must not let them.
We'll speak after.
Better make camp soon. Might be a while before there's another chance to rest.
Orpheus. It is not the Gaith visitor that Vlaakith. It is Orpheus. The blood of the mother. The prince. Listen close. Long ago, when Tiamat gifted the gift, the first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 who might... Yes. Our current queen has claimed undeath and reigned for 1,000 years. But it was the first whom Orpheus tried to slay. Orpheus was... It was Kithrak Voss himself who... Yet the Prince of the Comet's been with us, subdued by that repugnant illithid. Should Orpheus go free, he would tear Vlaakith's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scraps. The seed. Every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. One word from his lips, and the people would doubt. 2 words, and they would rage. 3 words, if the Githyanki are to be free. It also promises to break us beyond rip. Do you not feel the cold where once there was heat? The void where your soul once resided? I know, and I won't.
We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves, and take their nether stones.
No doubt. Waiting for my return. We should do what we can to find them. What they know could help us.
Excuse me, I can't find my map. She was, that was last Tenday, though. That's the first thing I did, but they said they couldn't help me.
Nearly there now. You can see the city, up on the hill.